Yes, that's the old spot where we saw the ogre, so we should be good to explore here a bit. Sentinel's Mark. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. Trying to avoid. So they're now gonna lurk while you work? Sounds good. Sounds like my kind of night. Hope that your work goes well. Is either productive or not productive, intense or not intense, whatever you're looking for in order to make your night go smoothly here. Can definitely be all over the place depending on what kind of work it is and what your relationship is with different types of work as well. I know my parents are complete addicts in terms of working themselves, and so they will do nothing but work hard all the time. And in fact, if I make my mom sit still for longer than 5 minutes, she starts to get super antsy and wants to just start doing something. Excited for the last episode of Exandria Unlimited tonight, also on Critical Role. Nice. D&D series are super fun, especially live play in general. I've been enjoying quite a bit recently. I haven't gone too into Critical Role myself, but I have definitely watched a decent amount of Dimension 20, which I very much enjoyed. And I should get around to watching some Critical Role, because I have seen some of the people from that side of things come by. And yeah, it's jumping me between a bunch of different soundtracks. Now I'm on Battle Block Theater. Weird. I kind of want to leave it going and see what it gives me, but I'm very concerned that it's going to tread into territory that I'm not allowed to play on stream. So, unfortunately, Battle Block Theater, as much as I love you, game, going back to the usual here. Set up my proper loop and shuffle options. I actually had to update Spotify, which is why I think it's doing some wonky stuff now. Also, let's not let this ogre put us into a bad spot here. Immediately get out of there. We're leaving a few too many Spike Club ogres lying around. At some point, we're gonna have to deal with these bad boys, but that day is not today. At least not yet. Come to me, Centaur. Thank you. I'll definitely take those arrows. Perfect. Getting real close to being lethally poisoned here, which I'm not looking for. I guess we could Trog's Hand, and that might, with the regeneration, get us out of trouble. Also, I didn't actually check there. Likely to hit, 53% chance to hit. If I slice at you, slightly lower percent chance. So, let's play the odds here, shall we? Go with Blast of Acid. Put ourselves into a safe place while we recover from this poison. Like I said, totally safe place, not at all scary. Here's what we're gonna do. Dig through here. Perfect. Make our own little openings, get the heck out of there. Where did you put down? Hopefully this was a different ogre. Perfect. Looks like, or not different ogre. Hopefully it was the same ogre is what I meant to say. So of course I just said the opposite. That's how communication works, right? But let's see. Tower shields I think takes slightly less training than normal. Yeah, just 15 to use that. So I'm going to immediately pop in here, start training up shields to 15. I should bring long blades up to, I think it's 14 for the falchion. But we probably will be switching to a scimitar or longsword as soon as possible too. Depending on how things shake out here. Still on D7, so ideally we're not going to have to deal with anything too strong in the near future. And just about at the point where we should feel more comfortable taking on those ogres as well. I've been playing it a little bit cautious to say the least. Which is never a bad thing. I never mind playing a little more cautiously than I otherwise might against early ogres in the game, but ouch. Turns out I should have been more cautious against the early orc warrior than I was against the ogres, my bad. But let's see, is there a safe place for me to do yield pillar dancing? I guess this is a pretty big structure here. Ooh, actually, let's do one quick loop, and I can also use that teleport trap to just get out of this situation. Hopefully not end up somewhere worse. And in fact, maybe I'll take a couple laps just to gain some extra ground. And actually, with the extra complete space, I'm running to the stairs instead. New plan. That's much safer than jumping into a random teleport trap and just crossing our fingers that it all works out. So let's do that. I also have completely failed to notice this plate armor multiple times. So let's grab that right away. Throw that bad boy on. Keep bringing our AC up little by little. Not in an amazing place yet, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Ring of resist corrosion. I guess I may as well put both these rings on. Both of them happened on different cases of the letter K. That's silly. Some good silly fun. Let's get moving. Perfect. Yeah, it's about time. Let's see if we can't take care of this buddy on our own now. Can switch over to some poison darts, try and get some extra poison damage laid on. And that's much better than our first attempt. Perfect. Still scared of that orc warrior, don't get me wrong. They're attacking extremely quickly and hitting for brutal amounts of damage as well. Water moccasin and steam dragon. Let's definitely head back to just the good old corridor. Also going to Trog's Hand to get some regeneration going. Let's see, we can turn ourselves into a tree. We have a lot of heals. Holy crap, let's not die in a stupid way. I have a lot of heal wounds potions. This early on too, they're going to out-heal pretty much anything that's hitting us. So in fact, I might just drink one of those now. Get a couple slaps down here. Maybe drink one of our curing potions before we get too much more poisoned. Oh my gosh. Water moccasins are a pain in the butt if they actually evade us. We've already killed a few of these bad boys, but this one is definitely giving us some more trouble. Maybe even switch to Wand of Acid and just deal some extra damage to both of them at once here. Perfect. How much damage can you do, friend? 3d10 with Steam Ball. Not great. Let's drink one more early potion here. Might as well play it safe if we can. Can even check that Wand of Acid has a 71% chance to hit, which is pretty solid. Could die to a max roll Steam Ball, but that's not going to happen. And in fact, it doesn't. Perfect. Never done in my mind. Ooh, multiple faded altars. That's a really cute ball. I like that a lot. But let's keep it moving here. Slowly but surely training our way up. We still haven't found any incredible weapons. White pack? No two-handed weapons. That's a shame. I was really hoping that we'd get an early chance at those here. Let's head to a corridor though. Make sure we're taking these buddies on one by one. And that was, yeah, dagger and a hand axe. Meh to both of those. Plus 3 great sword of freezing. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have to survive now. That's gonna be hard with that wasp. We're taking you upstairs. Okay, we need to survive first thing, and then also need to make sure we can kill that white without getting hit too badly. Up to 18 damage and poison, eh? Let's see how the fight goes. We'll take a couple hits of our own against them. Maybe I should just poison you now that I think about it. I'm gonna throw a poison dart, try and get that extra damage taking place. Stasis, heck yeah, prevents us completely from having to deal with one of the worst issues of the hornets here. And just want to do one more quick check. It was up to 18 damage you hit, correct, sir? Was indeed. So, should be good. A couple more turns here. That poison does suck, but not the end of the world. We have lots of healing, lots of curing. Perfect, no need whatsoever. Take out them, and let's see. There was a frog and that white. What I think I'm gonna do here is dig here, and let's go down. Ouch. There are more of you than when I last left. That's not great. Also, I'm kind of backing myself into a bad position here, but fortunately, just dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel, as Lion King 1.5 taught me way back in the day as a child. And let's just bring one of you upstairs, shall we? That's much better. How much damage do you do? Again, we want to make sure we don't die in a stupid way with so many health potions on us, but okay, max of 9. Puts me still in a comfortable spot, still feeling good. Perfect. We'll head back to that original stairway now that we've created some distance. And, come on. Dang it, I really wanted the two-handed sword buddy coming up with us. But that suits me fine. We'll just jump between these two stairways infinitely, trying our best to simplify this combat as much as possible. Okay, that's still not sword buddy. What kind of mace do you have? Plus your Vorpal? That's not bad. We'll even fight you right here, right now. And there you are, friend. Are you susceptible to fire like most undead things are this early? You are not. You are, like everything in this game, though, susceptible to acid. So let's just blast you. Oops. Try to lowercase h there. That's not how that works. Blast you, blast you. Let's play it safe here. One more acid blast. Take that bad boy out, and immediately let's grab that great sword of freezing. That's absolutely fantastic. Because I think I'll start using this right away. It's a -3 to hit versus a +2 on the falchion. That's definitely rough in its own right. Just about a 10 long blade skill. Let's see, let's put this on for now, and maybe the first enemy we go up against, we can double check how our accuracy is looking against them. I should also pick up another pair of boots here, because I don't love the ones we're wearing in terms of color. Green is much better, matches our eyes. Oh, both in real life and in the game, actually. I was going to say just in the game, but either or, really. Which is exactly what I'm looking for. Fashion is of the utmost importance. Okay, early troll. That's very scary. They only have a 38% chance to evade our greatsword. Gonna do a quick test swing. Test swing, I said. 1.3. That's not bad. Ouch. That of course hurts right away. I should have maybe checked how much damage they were doing before I decided that this was a fight that we wanted to take. Especially when we could have just backed up and maybe tried to get some acid wand charges or something working to our advantage. But we could also just take a couple steps until we create a gap. That always works for me. Perfect. Thanks, game. Let's just jump over here, shall we? Hopefully we don't run into quite as much of an out-of-depth monster right away here. Orc, I'm definitely happy to fight. Same centaur. If we're able to cross the gap right away, no problems there whatsoever in my books. Also, pick up these gloves right away, give us another point of AC. Still very much lacking in that regard this early on in the run, for sure. And there's that troll son of a gun. How much health do you have, troll? 38. Check our inventory. Wand of Acid does 45. I'm feeling pretty good as long as we can soften this bad boy up. Oh my gosh. You know how just earlier I was talking about how my brain either chooses between squishing and the word that it actually wants to say? Soften is that word. I actually remembered both today. Would you look at that? It's a gosh darn miracle. +7 hunting, sling, flame, resist cold. +7. That's pretty nice. We have a bunch of rocks on us. I'm actually going to immediately adjust this one to be our B. I should also adjust this sword, this L, to be our A. Perfect. Can even maybe drop our falchion. We'll keep the short bow for now, even though I'm much more tempted to use this sling in order to deal some preliminary damage. Absolutely beautiful. +7 sling early on is pretty killer, to say the least. And onwards we go. Still don't think we've found Lair, right? Indeed, we have not, but that should be okay. Jeez, that sword absolutely destroys. Do love me some two-handed weapons. Takes a lot of experience in order to get them down to min delay for sure, but if you're dealing crazy amounts of damage until then, and if you're not sacrificing your shield slot like most characters would be in order to do so, definitely is a bullet I'm willing to bite. Start here. Ooh. Should also right away turn full sling bullets on in our auto pickup. Just in case we fight something a wee bit stronger here, we may want to switch over to those. Hello, you brigand. Ooh, vampire. At least the invisibility won't be an issue for us. We can probably deal enough damage to slap our way past your draining too. Oh wow, in fact we can. By quite a long shot. Okie dokie. I'll take that, thank you game. And against that warrior, we're doing absolutely fine. The very first warrior we found, of course, almost murdered us in pretty short order, but I'll take it. And jeez Louise, so many enemies in this little corridor here. At least they are waiting their turn in line. You love to see it. Oh, excuse me, pardon me, my human friend. Should be fine. Perfect, that slingshot definitely coming in handy, even if not always getting those extra hits in advance here. And of course, this is where our antennas become a little bit of a pain in the butt sometimes, when you're trying to heal up. And they're just constantly calling out that there's an enemy here, there's an enemy there. That should be fine. We were able to take out that shaman right away, and then we can just take on the rest of the null pack. No problems. Easy peasy there. Almost up to the point where we can put on that tower shield already too. That will be a nice little bump in our defensive capabilities for sure. Perfect, and we're even swinging down at 1.1 speed with the greatsword here, which is awesome. Let's pop around this corner and let everyone come to us. That way the priest ideally won't be getting quite as many smites down. Advance here, perfect. Of course, if we wanted to be perfectly careful about that, what we really should have done is probably... Wow, that's an early Fire Dragon Scales. I'll pick that up, even though I don't really want to wear it yet. But the best route is usually to switch over to digging a crevice into the wall in order to protect ourselves from sight, but thought we were pretty safe in that fight in particular here. So what else are we going to find in this twisted corridor? Ooh, fun. Let's see, the Ring of the Devil. Fire, MP -9, Dex +5. Dang it, everything's of fire. We have so much vulnerability to cold available to us. It's not exactly what I'm looking for here. Let's see, this buddy could kill us in a few turns, but not instantaneously. So let's start with acid. Perfect, we were able to splash them. Go for one hit. Ooh, this is tough. Now this becomes an interesting debate. You can probably kill us in one hit if you get really lucky. But we could also kill you in one hit. Probably not exceptionally worth it. Oh, especially if I can gain some ground like that. That's awesome. That's much better. Let's switch over to acid. Murder you from a distance. Perfect. Stay out of sight of these monsters as they try and approach. Perfect. They never saw it coming. And... let's see what we're missing here. Skeletal Warrior with resistance to fire and evasion +4. That's scary. You have a 50% chance to evade us, eh? Deal 25 damage plus your hand axe with an 85% chance to hit us. Oof, that hurts. Especially you're resistant to cold, right? For sure. Yes, you are indeed. So... You're vulnerable to silver? You are not. Of course not. That'd be too easy, game. What other options do we have against this bad boy? Not a whole lot. Still have a decent amount of healing potions, so we can probably fight our way through this. What are our odds of hitting you with acid with your extra evasion? 57%. I'm gonna go for it once. Let's just use up our acid one, shall we? Then I might start this fight. See how it goes. Waste one heal potion. Fight some more. Not grand, hey? That is a shame. Wow, this is going to be a painfully long retreat as I'm not able to use any fast travel options. But Skeletal Warrior this early on is scary. Also, let's not run into that enemy up there. That's not great. Who's wandering into the maze this late? You missed your chance, okay? Get the heck out of here. Let's make sure I don't go into a dead end, because I was just about to do so. Okay, we have to go to the right. Perfect. Great thing zooming out exists in this game, otherwise I would have died there, for sure. Still might, depending on what this son of a gun is. Okay. Hello, friend. You got rid of our extra gap that I was kind of relying on there, but fortunately we gained it back with only one hit taken in the process. Oh, scary stuff. I should have known. Usually when there's a maze of fancy corridors like this, I run into a decent number of out-of-depth monsters once you get past a certain point of the maze, so definitely my fault here. Should have seen it coming, but we can just get the heck out of here for the time being. Brother in Arms, not great odds of happening, so I'm glad I didn't try and resort to that. Or rather, I was upset with myself that I didn't check and that could have been our solution, but it was not, in fact, likely to work out. Gonna have to just keep dodging around this son of a gun. Fortunately, we can use our antennas to a decent extent, I should say, in that regard. I don't want to go traveling through here again, so let's come back later, shall we? Head down, maybe find our lair floor first instead. Bees aren't super fun. Don't have any resistance to poison, I should say. The one nice thing is that we can, of course, create our own corridor in order to deal with these bees one-on-one, since getting surrounded and grouped up on is usually the worst part about fighting bees. Where did you all go? You all escaped? Oh my gosh, it's happening anyway. I need to make it to the wall here and start digging. Perfect. Now, I'm going to go with an early Trog's Hand, get that regeneration coming. Perfect, no problems whatsoever. As long as we can fight those bees one by one, they're not too scary. Hopefully the rest of this floor goes a little bit more smoothly. As we immediately dig into a wall again in order to avoid this pain in the butt centaur. In fact, let's dig out of the wall right next to them. That's kind of satisfying. Hello, friend. Null Sergeant, hey? You see me? Perfect. Oh, I wish that I was wearing this first. That's much better. We should try and soften this bad boy up. And let's bring you back to our corridor, shall we? Oh, hello? Oh gosh, this was not as good as I thought. What did we leave wandering around up there? Is that another bee, maybe? White, where the heck did you come from? Well, let's instead take you upstairs, shall we? Take you up by yourself? Oh, hello, friend. Who invited you to this party? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who let you take that extra step of energy towards me? Oof, okay, this might be tough. I have 58% chance on Brothers in Arms, so we could call upon that if things get desperate here. We did gain our space back, so I'm going to do one more loop around this giant pillar here. Try and get up the stairs, and perfect. Don't need to resort on 58% chance to live. That's always good. Also left some sling bolts behind. Let's pick those bad boys up. In fact, I'm almost tempted to try and fight the Skeletal Warrior in a slightly more advantageous position for ourselves. Okay, so they're somewhere back here. Or is that an old shadow? maybe that was an old shadow of where we detected a monster. Where did you go? Of course, when I'm looking for you, I can't find you. I'm gonna run into you the next time I try and escape upstairs at 1 hit point. As these things usually go, that's fine. Also, that is a densely packed little bit of enemies. Is that a beehive? Maybe kobolds everywhere? Interesting. Let's bring the sword out right away. That's our orc entrance. That's kind of scary. Well, let's start the fight. What do you have? +4 spear. That's why you were hurting real bad. Well, I'm glad you're at the front of the pack at the very least. Don't have to deal with you hitting us from behind the whole time. Anti-magic spear, also not that bad for us. Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. Didn't realize I gained that extra step. Don't do that to me, game. And unfortunately, that's about as far as we go. So let's release these monsters out into the wild. And the nice part about that is it will allow us to face them all one by one, or, you know, get surrounded by the monsters that we've left wandering around the entire level. Who's to say? Let's just bring just you upstairs. And drink a healing potion. You know, Trog's hand early on here, give us some extra regeneration. Perfect. Never a doubt in my mind. And then, let's try and reset this, shall we? This is a good stairway that's far away from all the conflicts and turmoil of the world. And there we go. Much better. Just taking you on a few at a time. We can use our sling bullets against some of these tougher enemies. Get out of here, Centaur. Please stop. Sir, please stop. Okay, that's not too bad. We'll just go with the shots from here. In fact, let's close the gap. Sword out. Perfect. Apparently we made a decent amount of noise as everyone starts running towards us here. Switch over to just stones in our sling unless we face something a little bit stronger. Next little bit. Perfect. Well, Sergeant, we could use our real stone or sling bullets on, but that's fine. I'm happy to just take you out. Also, how's our shield still coming along? Not quite there, so I might pick up this kite shield for now, and we can just slap that bad boy on. I'm pretty sure we're at the skill already to use it without penalty. Yeah, perfect. So let's wear that right away. This is where we're eking out the full advantage of our Formicid with a two-handed weapon in one hand and a shield rather in the other. Oops, I keep hitting auto switch instead of auto quiver use. That's my bad. Luckily, mostly against the weaker enemies so far, so that's good. Also, don't use a wand of digging. Get out of here. I need those. Actually, I don't really. I can do them myself. So, never mind. As you were. Perfect. Not perfect. Making the same mistake that I just was mentioning to myself. And there we go. Definitely worked out to let that entire orc entrance vault out of the room and explore the entire level, take them out one by one instead of dealing with the whole party in one fell swoop. Not too bad. Oh, dang it. I just thought to myself he's going to step on the alarm trap, but it was too late. That's fine. We can always shaft out of here if things go poorly. Oh my gosh, how did you hit me for so much so fast? That's the first time I got that unlucky against an ogre with a spiked club this game for sure. Ooh, likely to run into another enemy as we go up this way. Oh, and that's not a good enemy to run into either. Oof. Well, we're walking into a dead end because I was hoping originally to dig through this wall and get the heck out of here, but this is a little bit riskier than I initially anticipated, especially, right, this is unexplored stairs. Should I go up here or keep running to the next one? Let's keep running to the next one. At least taking care of most of that rabble that we left wandering around the levels, so I think we can safely make it. I should also make sure to stop pressing buttons here, just let the lag catch up so I'm not accidentally running into a wall. Repeating that action one too many times. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Sorry, didn't expect to see you here. Sorry, excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me, pardon me. There we go. Let's try this again. And in fact, I would like to take out that skeletal warrior. Using sling bullets, meeting at max distance, I think we can do it. Where are you? There you are. Son of a gun. Jeez, your evasion is so good, it hurts so much. I'm going for it though. Perfect, come on. Yes. That means that evasion ring is ours now. Perfect, let's put that bad boy on right away. Can switch it out for our resist corrosion ring. And you'll love to see it. Does that mean I want to explore the rest of this level now? What else will I find in this crazy labyrinth in the center of the world? We at least have pretty good odds at Brothers in Arms, so we could summon in one buddy to hold the line for us. Oh, that's fun. Oh, we could get banished. Oh, that's real fun. Let's pop around this corner. Let's or Trog's hand rather, and I should have checked my percentages, but 2% I can deal with. Perfect. Don't mind if I do. Why do wizards keep doing that? I keep having wizards murder themselves against me lately in this game. It seems like a bad decision on their part. Also, Manticore is a little bit scary. Maybe I shouldn't explore the rest of this vault like I was just talking about. Maybe that's kind of stupid of me. Oh gosh, please stop. How much damage do barbs do? That is the question. I think the 2d13 is how much damage they deal on hit. My bear will probably also die immediately to this bad boy. But let's take one step. 2 step. Get around the corner. Okay. Keep hurting ourselves as we run away here. Not great chances at Brother in Arms. What do? Do I shaft myself? I think I will. Yes. Perfect. I was pretty sure we had the time there to face the delay. I did not pay attention to how many floors we went down. We went down 2. Okay, good to know, good to know. Fortunately, after killing this buddy, we should be able to just go right back up these stairs and it'll be like nothing even happened. We'll even be able to avoid fighting that Manticore since we are actually 1 level lower now. That must have been Curari hitting us as well. That's a pain in the butt. Please don't do that, sir. Trog's hand for some extra resistance. Fight our way through that poison. Hopefully you leave some Curari behind too. Literally 1 dart. Okay, I'll take it honestly. That might save our lives in the future here. In fact, that could save our lives immediately. Switch over to our sling. Soften you up. Let's switch over to our 1 Curari dart. 75% chance. Let's do it. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Gain some quick distance. And then hopefully the sling bullets can do their work. Perfect. Let's go pick that dart back up. This 1 dart will go a long way for us as long as we don't manage to mulch it in a horrible situation. In fact, we may be using it right away here. Ah, never mind. Orc warriors don't exactly stand a chance. And that oak globe is blocking our stairs. You son of a gun. Let's see how we do with stones against it, shall we? Okay, never mind. That's totally fine, game. Apparently, Bedhouse can just suck a big one. Perfect. We love to see it. And done exploring. Don't totally trust that. I worry that we're not quite killed all the monsters here, but hey, that's still pretty solid, all things considered. Shields is getting there for sure as well. Long blades, let's see if we switch over. We're almost attacking once per turn. Then we can take a break from training long blades for a little bit. So let's just head down into lair and see how it goes. Should be able to use our sling to take out any hydras, fortunately. So we don't have to worry about slicing off too many heads with our large sword. Oops. Let's definitely use our sling against blink frogs, save us the trouble of having to chase anyone down. That can just use this as our auto attack. Perfect. So nice, so smooth. Had a slower start than I otherwise might have liked just because of some of the trouble that we ran into on our journey, but at the end of the day, we are finally in a good place again and acting like the slingshot machine gun that I so enjoy to play on characters. And if we can find a bow with a similar level of enchantment, we can even switch to that in the future and be able to take advantage of our formicid nature in that way. Absolutely lovely. And there we go, first Hydra, so we can immediately switch over to our fancy bullets and should do all right in this encounter. Apparently not as all right as I'd like. With an 83% chance to hit, we could just miss a few times. Or I guess not necessarily. We might have hit and just dealt no damage, but at the end of the day, still crappy. Ooh, and a ring of protection does brighten my day, to say the very least. What was our other ring that we're wearing? Positive energy right now? Get the heck out of here. Let's replace that. Perfect. Still would enjoy some enchanted armor. We could, I guess, put on that fire dragon armor. I'm trying to think how many cold-based enemies we may or may not run into down in these parts. So how many heads do you have? Because that's going to be 1.5 times scarier than the last Hydra we fought. It sucks that we can't use our sword against it because we do have a cold-branded weapon, so we would be able to slow it down if we hit it with our sword. Don't think it's worth the exchange though, so let's try a couple turns. Not grand, eh? Maybe a couple more here. See, we do have more AC at least than the first Hydra we fought. Yeah, not quite working out for us. So, let's start walking away here. Maybe even calling in a brothers in arms. Dang it. Worth a shot. That is fine. We are just going to run away. Shafting does not get us out of this situation because with the delay, I think we do just die to the Hydra. But we can head back up to the safe part of the map, and we do have an eternity to pillar dance this son of a gun. While we think about what other solutions we may have. No real wands, hey? Just digging and flame. Piece of Zom's chessboard, we could try and luck out on something there, but if we haste the Hydra, we're dead, of course. It's a fascinating situation. Oh my gosh. Extra energy towards us, which means we do get the opportunity to step away from it. And let's take this big ol' yak upstairs. No problem. Okie dokie. Maybe I leave Lair alone for the time being. Wait until we get a flame-branded weapon, and then we should be able to take down Hydras post-haste with ease.